Hello, hello. Welcome to today's messages. And let's tap in and see what messages are for us today. I'm going to start with the rune today, just to mix it up. I hope you're well and you're good. Let's see what this day has in store for us to consider and to marinate upon, to get excited for, to look at from a different perspective, and for release. And like water, go with the flow. Yes. He was. Release. It's funny, I was just staring at the black cat out the window while I was shuffling. Alright, he was. The bright-eyed little black kitten is wise beyond his years as he holds the wisdom of many lives. Like Tarot's death card, black cats are often erroneously viewed with fear. This kitten knows the beauty of transformation. With every new life, he moves closer to enlightenment. Iwaz has both a serious nature and the light, swift energy of renewal. A rune representing the mysteries of life and death, Iwaz speaks of things timeless, eternal, and immortal. It deals with our initiations into the mysteries of life, and it brings a message that there will be testing and transformation. It is a symbol of death and rebirth. Magic, liberation, rebirth, spiritual awakening, and protection. Okay, so when you see a black cat cross your path, that's the message for you. Magic, initiation, transformation, protection, and I forget the rest. It's like a sieve, my mind sometimes, or a processing system where files get lost at the back, and it takes me a while to go and find the right file so I can access the information. You know how it is. What do we got here? Whoops. We've got openness. The energy of openness helps you take an open and honest look at yourself. Quite often, we have all kinds of saboteurs working against us at a subconscious level, thus preventing us from feeling what really occupies us. This energy helps us to recognize this and to experience ourselves at a deeper level. Yes. Release those things that hold us back. Hold you back. This is a good time for this. In order to birth the new things, you need to release the old things. You need to make room, make space, and all of that jazz. So that's why this one keeps coming up. And, you know, it's helping us excavate those last remnants, the shards, the remnants of the past, right? I'm thinking about that. There's this weed that sometimes comes up in my garden, and it's got such fine little roots that just spread like crazy. And when you pull the plant, because they're so thin and delicate, you know, you get the top showing part, but all the little filigrees that are entwined beneath the surface, it's very tricky. And you think you get them all, and then suddenly you see a leaf, and you're like, you're still in there, you. Okay, and we also have attachments, right? A lot of the old versions of self, you know, we're attached to them. They're part of us. They had been part of us, part of our journey up until that point. And we feel a sense of comfort. Maybe it's a mindset or a limiting belief or a habit that we lean on that used to help us when we were, well, before, now. And now it's time to let it go. We don't need that kind of help anymore. It's like taking the training wheels off, right? Release the fears around being able to do it without them that keep you stuck with them. Okay. Let's get into it and see what is happening for us today. Oh, lots of cards coming out to play. Okay, let's see. Oh, those were group. A group came out to play. Okay, this is a lot of cards. This is a lot of cards. Let's see what's happening here. I feel like we're going to need to double up on some things to make it fit properly. Oh, here we go. That's what's going on. Like that. Ah, okay. Do we get it? Oh, like that. And, oh, this guy. Okay. The King of Pentacles. This guy. This guy being the stable, sturdy foundation. The foundation, your foundation. Long lasting, stable, secure, grounded. Okay. Very, very grounded. Okay. We're talking about things coming together, things conspiring, things transitioning, things transforming from one to another, right? And this keeping your eyes on the wish, keeping your vision alive. What's going on here? We're all bendy. Is it better? Yes. Okay. And fast moving energy. Wow. I feel like this fast moving energy, it's also fast and passionate movement, right? It's wands, action, fire. And then this cups, communication, heart, from the heart, right? Cups are very heart based. So the vision, things conspiring to make it happen, this passion fueling this communication. Okay. We've got magician vibes and reaching a goal. Gorgeous. Becoming the magician, becoming one who alchemizes, right? This is a process. Excuse me. Communication. This is a process of becoming. This is a process of leveling up. And it's happened here. Okay, it seems to have. Let's see. Oh my goodness. We've got a tower coming here. And I feel like it's going to break you out of hermit mode. Okay. Yes. Tower power. Okay, we have the ships coming in. This is also a little bit of longing for the things to arrive, right? There's the ships, they're coming. This person up here is waiting patiently. And this is the release, right? To let go of those old things, those old versions of self that got us to where we got them. Thank you, love you, you know, goodbye. Excuse me. Goodbye. Okay. Okay, we got some introspection here, which makes sense, right? This is kind of the process of recognizing, going within, seeing those things that no longer serve that need to be released, right? And then releasing them. And this is what you do in your hermiting space. You need that quiet, still, centered, connected space. And it's really hard to do that when everybody else's noise, business, whatever is swirling around all around you, right? So, and there they are. They're way over here. And they're heading in a different direction. So they're heading away from this tower, and all this passion and communication is heading this way. This is also giving me, while you're in hermiting mode, self-reflecting, picking up those messages that are coming to you. Okay, we'll see. What's this? Okay, luck and overflow. Lucky overflow. Okay, what else? Confidently moving forward and some hold back action. We've got the wounded heart. Okay. So I feel like we're talking about this King of Pentacles here. I mean, it might be like this, because this King of Pentacles is holding this star. Okay, so it's almost like this was the dream, the wish, the intention, and he's got it. Okay. It makes sense. This foundation, this slow growing element, right? Earth. It's exactly when things are conspiring, when things are terraforming, reforming, repositioning itself, recalibrating, all of the rere's. It makes sense that it would take a while. But here, this is indicating, these two here, that you've reached a certain place, right? You've become the magician. So that's great. That's great. Okay, so this is confidently moving forward, forging your own path, speaking your truth. Okay, so this is definitely playing in here. And then being held back because of broken hearts, because of a wounded heart. And that introspection period in the hermiting mode. Okay. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles, which is grounding, connecting, meditating, centering, tapping into both earth and sky, third eye, and your intuition. So this is what is giving you the confidence to move forward, to forge your path, which feeds and fuels this luck that it's a positive feedback loop with the universe so that the universe starts to produce things that just seem like lucky breaks. So if you've seen the last couple readings, I had somebody, well, if you haven't, here's a quick replay. Yeah, quick replay. I had somebody interrupt a reading a couple days ago, knocking at my front door. And they were walking right in. Were dropping off a fridge. They were told to just go in and swap it out. They didn't realize anybody was home or that anybody even lived here. And anyways, we rolled with it. We swapped it out. It got the fridge. The next day, when I had put out the email being like, I never want to have somebody walking into my place again unannounced, it turned out that they got the wrong building. They got the right number, but the wrong building. And so that fridge wasn't actually for me. It was for somebody else who was ready and waiting and informed. And here I was. Now I have this new fridge, even though it came in like a tower, right? It was very unexpected, unannounced. Somebody walked into my place. Well, I was at the door opening it as they were opening it, but the key was definitely in the lock. And so, it's kind of a lucky thing, right? It was a complete universe fluke, right? Like it's something that shouldn't have happened. The guy mixed up the information. He had to come to this building for other things, and then he had to drop that off at another building. Anyways, things got crossed. So you just never know how the universe is conspiring in your favor, how the universe is reorganizing and sorting and working with the cooperative components in order to make things happen for you. Okay, now I have a restart. I got rid of, basically forced me to clean out my fridge. And I mean, like, not just wiping stuff down and forgetting about those things or re-putting those things in the back because you don't want to deal with them right now, right? This was a forced pull everything out, new fridge, brand new space, put in the good stuff. And now you got all the crap to deal with and throw out and recycle and all this stuff, right? And it was a big, unexpected rigmarole that I rolled with. And now I have a very clean fridge, right? And a new one at that. Okay, that was longer than I anticipated. I'm sorry if you already know the story and you're like, yeah, I already know the story. But it is a good example of a tower moment and how the universe tests your readiness to receive, move through, handle all of that towers when they come in, right? It's kind of like, can you handle this little thing? If you can handle this little thing, then maybe you can handle this little bit bigger thing, or this bigger thing, or blah, 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 right? And on you go. If you're like, oh my God, and your nervous system is upside down, you're complaining about it, all these things, all of these uses of energy that is not serving you, those are the things you put to death, right? But this is the transformation process, this process of releasing. You either do it or the universe makes you do it, right? In some way, shape, or form. And yeah, like if I were to have already had my fridge cleaned out and then that happened, that unexpected tower moment, it would have been even smoother of a flow state, right? So that's the message. Okay. Release the things in your own time before you are forced to on the universe's time. Divine timing. Okay, yes, the death, the release, the transformation. Very important. Okay, we've got the Two of Cups. We can make it if we try. Sorry, I just can't help it. The Two of Cups here. This is union. This is love. This is twin flames. This is beautiful overflowing cups, supersizing and overflowing. Okay, even more so together. So I think this is why it's important to release the old things, because you're making space for this huge, beautiful, gorgeous new thing to come in. Okay. And this could be the cup on its way to you. And you're over here, this other cup, just focusing on balancing and reuniting your internal flame with yourself. And then all of a sudden, bam, two cups together, making the world beautiful. Yeah. And this is also why it's important to do your work ahead of time, right? So that when your love comes in, you're not like, just a second, I gotta go deal with a bunch of this crap, right? You can just be like, oh, hello, welcome to my crapless world, right? Okay, Ace of Pentacles. This is receiving your wish and it being freaking amazing, okay? I feel like this is the tower, it arriving, it coming in because of your dedication to holding the vision and being an alchemist, being able to transform, being able to transform anything less than into gold, right? The alchemical process is turning something like a base metal into gold. It's not only a transformation, but it's a hell of a level up, right? This is kind of what this is. This going from the little cup and turning into the big cup, right? And so I just want to put this sun because I feel like you're so close. You just have those last little remnants of your past version of self that no longer serves you, that lingering habit, mindset, um, belief system, pattern, way of doing, way of thinking, way of seeing that needs to be released. And once you do, it's just like sunshine. Okay, sunshine and happiness and joy and abundance and all of the things that the sun, its life-giving, warming um, energy, powerful fire. Yeah, it's like okay, I'm obsessed with the fridge right now, but when you open the fridge door, the sun shines, right? The light comes on and it illuminates everything that's in there. And it should be all beautiful, yummy, delicious things that you're excited to combine and mix and toast and fry and bake and fold and stir and, right? Eliminate all those shadows. We close the door, it's dark, shadowy, out of sight, out of mind. You can't see anything that goes in there. I don't know, it worked for a second. Okay. Okay, so we've got fast moving energy and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so this King of Pentacles, so this is counterparts. Okay, and I feel like this is what it is here. Once you release those final little bits, those final crumbs, deal with those final things, drop those last bags of um, thrift store things off at the thrift store, right? You're releasing, and then that's when counterpart shows up fast. Okay, you create the right energy flow. You tap into the right energy flow. And counterparts arrive. No, that doesn't make any sense. I think this, by releasing those things that you have recognized need to be released, that's when your ship arrives and your counterpart, your person, shows up. Okay, they could be part of a friend group, people that you know, but these people are moving away. So it's almost like this person stands out from the crowd, as they would as your person, right? This beautiful union that you wish for. Balanced, stable, right? The pentacles are the most grounded, stable, safe foundation, null kind of couple here. Okay, and then we've got a stack that turned. We got the world, okay? So once you have released the leftovers and this fast moving union, whether it's internally or externally, right? Like not everybody is trying to or open to a divine union, a love, a partnership that is sexy, okay? Sometimes we're just looking for, I don't know, a business partnership that is solid, right? Where And that's what this could be as well, because we are talking about pentacles, which is all of the material, three-dimensional things like money, okay? But it's giving you access to the world, okay? It's also putting you in a position where you are more able to create the kind of world that you want, right? When you are balanced, center, sturdy, stable, have a solid foundation, right? Then you are more actively engaging in the world that you want for yourself. Okay, like the Queen of Pentacles is very much the nurturer and the beautifier of the material. And I think the King is like the architect, like the bones and the muscle, and then the flesh and the blood, making up a whole. And then once you are complete, then you are at the center of your world and you are affecting that whole world in a really big way here, right? All of this overflow with all your ripple effect. Okay, so something to do with work, stepping out of your comfort zones and being seen in the world, okay? And I feel like sharing the work. I'm getting very much that part of your purpose beyond this, doing this kind of work where you are releasing, stabilizing, transforming, balancing, releasing, flowing, embodying love and joy flow state. That's part of that work that you have put into it. And also the receiving of the benefits of the other side of it. Your example of having being this is what you're going to contribute to the world, to as an example, right? Like people are going to be like, how did you do this? How are you so happy, so light, so joyful? How do you have the love of your life? How are you, creating a world for yourself that's abundant and gorgeous, right? And and I think there's something to do with, well, yeah, how your work affects the world, really, on all the levels. And I think how you choose to share as well. Just looked up at the timestamp and it was 33:22. Okay, so coming out of your comfort zone. I think that might be there. Although that is the work, right? Finding the things that hold us back, harmony, self-reflection, and really reconsidering or healing any heart wounds. Okay, and here is the coming out, the getting out to where the people are, the getting ahead of towers, or even responding to them, coming out confidently, forging paths, and being and maintaining this balanced meditative state. And this is the world that you create, one of beautifulness. Okay. Any other cards want to come out for us? Okay, so this card is exactly what I was talking about. This is the world you're creating. This is the world that people are going to be like, what the heck? How did you do that? How did you do that? How did you get there? And how can I get there too? Okay. This is that foundation, right? This is the Queen of Pentacles. Well, actually, yeah, this is the Queen of Pentacles. This is the King of Pentacles. Together, they create 4 legs of a table. Very sturdy. Not so sturdy with 3, less sturdy with 2. Now you're a pogo stick with 1, right? You need the 4. And it's the Queen's masculine and feminine balanced, and it's the King's masculine and feminine balanced. Okay. This is why that's why the 1111 thing is a thing. It's this card. Okay. This is also joyful. Look at the abundance. It's overflowing. Look at the color. That is the sun. This is the solar plex chakra. This is sunbeams beaming out of everybody's faces. Okay. And there is the beautiful star. And it looks like it's at least 2 stars put together. Okay. But this is celebratory. So this is like the divine union. This is what happens after. This is the happily ever after. This is we come together, our 2 cups, and then now we're supersized, now we're overflowing, and this is what the world looks like because of this overflow. Just abundant joy, gorgeousness. Okay. So this is beautiful, obviously. Obviously. And this is why you release. This is why it's so important to transform and to let go and to allow and to protect your energy as well, right? Because this is your goal. This is where you're heading. This is what's this is the gold. It's the goal and the gold, right? You went in as a piece of metal and you went through this process of becoming, doing the work, stepping out, and you turned into a magician and turned yourself into gold. And then you come out like this and everybody's like, what? Right? I don't even know where to put this except right on the love. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Okay. I know I said that was the last time, but this is the last time. Any other cards? Okay. We've got strength. Okay. And I love this card coming in at the end here as a final sort of indicator. This is the strength card. Okay. And this is the indicator. This is a beautiful, strong, long lasting, gorgeous, gorgeous thing here. And also, strength is an 8, which, you know, is infinity. So, yes. Gorgeous. Sorry, just distracted. There's somebody walking in the back there. Okay. Let's get, I mean, do we need any more confirmations of this beautiful union? The result of your efforts to release. It's like whatever you're holding on to, whatever you're having a hard time letting go of, just trust that whatever you release, you will receive tenfold. Right? Think of your releasing things, like say you release things into a bag. Well, this is a magic alchemical bag, okay? And whatever you put in there will return to you as gold, okay? So you can hold on to that old metal thing forever. But the minute that you release it and put it in that bag and let it go, the universe is going to be like, remember that thing you released? Well, here's this, 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 and this, and this. And you're like, what thing, right? What thing? Because none of it matters anymore. That I can't believe I held on so long to something so minimally important. And this definitely could be version of self, right? We need to keep transforming. It's exactly that unknown, except the unknown is known. The universe keeps telling us, keeps telling you that it's going to be amazing. So trust it. Go all in. Go for it. Head that way. Release that thing. Okay? So trust it and let it go. Say goodbye. And sexual chemistry is coming to you. Okay, so that's telling me that it's going to be a little bit more than just a business relationship, unless it's a sexy business relationship, which, you know, whatever. Maybe you want to be a high class escort and you find the perfect John. I don't know. Okay, let's not go there. Let's not go there. Okay. Intense, yes. Observe, okay. Observe, spirit, observe the illusion, spirit, commitment, and clarity. Okay, yes, yes, and yes. So commitment to clarity for sure, and your spirit, you're committing to your spirit, right? To your inner nudgings, inner knowing, your intuition, all of those things, right? This process here of going in, connecting, grounding, meditating, that is your connection to the spirit. And you releasing all else is your commitment to both spirit, but also to the clarity that you receive from connecting to your spirit, right? This observe the illusion. I'm getting like what's going on in this world, especially with all the AI generated images now. It's really getting hard to believe what we're seeing. And this is a good time to really strengthen your intuition, your inner knowing, your connection with spirit and source, which sees things clearly, right? And I think that's the only way forward. And so that's the shadow reflecting to us what we need to, where we need to go, right? The shadow is reflecting to us that we can no longer believe what we see, which is forcing us to strengthen how and what we feel. Okay? And it's going to be intense. I feel like this one is talking about when this counterpart comes in, when your counterpart comes in, it's going to be intense because of all the sexual chemistry and joy. Okay. Is there anything else? Let's get a couple of pendant or charms. I guess they're kind of like pendants. I'll look the other way. Do a nice little scoopy. Okay, so we've got what is that, a reindeer? Is it flying? A flying reindeer. Okay. So reindeers, this would be like a buck. And bucks are about protection, but this one's moving. This one's flying. So I don't know. I feel like they fly pretty fast. I'm automatically going to Santa, and they're covering the world in a night. So this is all this fast moving energy. Okay. And then we have this fleur de lis. I'm not sure why a fleur de lis. Maybe something French en français for pour vous, if that is relevante. We've got the elefante. Okay. So elephants are very much herd, pack, family oriented, memory, feelers. Aha. Because they feel with their feet. They feel the vibrations, and they hear, and they smell. So it's all the senses. The eyes are the least prominent in comparison to all the other sensory tools that they have access to. Okay, so that's sort of confirming what I was talking about before, about now being a time to trust what you feel more than what you see. And we've got a star. Yes, this is that star, this wish that is coming in. And then this flower, this is the bloom. This is the joy. This is this Four of Wands, the sun, and all the blooms that happen because of it. Okay, elephant. What are you doing, elephant? You're over here. Okay. Okay. And then the fleur de lis. I don't know. En français. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? That's all I know. Something about Quebec. Isn't Quebec the place that has the French people? The fleur de lis is their passion. Fleur de lis is the Quebecois. I am not very good with the geography and the facts and the things. Okay, don't quote me. Okay, we got passion. This makes sense. Meet Ember. She is the light blazing inside our being. She is our fire, our drive, our fuel. She is the very life force yearning and stretching in the direction of our love. Notice what makes Ember begin to glow and burn brighter. Perhaps it's talking openly with a friend, or cuddling with your love. Or perhaps it's playing your guitar, scaling a mountain, or writing your story. Look for that spark within and honor it. Stoke that fire with intention. Honor your passion with time and dedication. Feed that flame with devotion. Let passion ignite your life with beauty, energy, and purpose. Gorgeous. Yes. Yes. And yes. Okay, there's your reading for today. There are the messages saying, hey. Okay, so yeah, let those things go. You know what they are. You do. Your brain, brings it up, points it out. It's constantly on the table to consider, to discuss. Your brain will also be like, oh, it's okay, it's not, but it keeps coming up. And the fact that it keeps coming up is your indicator that it's the thing. It's the thing. Okay. And if it's something, just don't today. Right. And then tomorrow's a new day. And then just don't tomorrow. And then just keep doing that for a while. Right. This is something that I learned when I quit smoking cigarettes. I didn't quit. I just stopped. And then, after a while, like a long while, when I would revisit it, it wasn't my thing anymore. And so I just kept not. And, it's been, I don't know, 20 years or something, right? So just stop. Just stop. Okay. It's easier said than done. I wish you all the luck and the love. And this is worth more than whatever it is that you're hanging on to. So let it go, yes, roll. Okay, love you. Take care. See you next time. Okay, bye.